Roll Stinger. Hello and welcome to World of Tanks. I'm Cabbage Mechanic. With me as always down in the corner is Tragic Loss. Hanging out today, Domosapien. We hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Hope you had a good weekend, a good Martin Luther King Day. And for those of you who got that third day off, hope you really made something of it, did something cool, spent some time with your family, got a 3 mark or something, let us know.
I must be getting a little sick because I'm looking a little green here.
No, I for whatever the reason, the cameras like to turn off their auto white balance or turn on the auto white balance, even though I turn it off every single time. So
just make him blue; it'll be funny.
Yeah.
Hey, Halbling Farmer, Insanely Average, Frank Booth, Monty, Voss, Rooster Bush Tit, all of the classic names are here. Hyper Turtle. Thank you all for stopping by. We appreciate you guys.
Green with envy.
Green with envy. I do want to. I actually forgot my run of show, so Tragic's going to be mad at me. Oh my god! So I'll let Domo run through the news in a second.
Okay.
But I want to really plug a new thing that we're doing. Actually, it's that the EU team is doing. Credit where credit is due. They're doing this fantastic new podcast called Tank Nuts. You can download it anywhere you can find podcasts. You can watch it on our YouTube channel or their YouTube channel. Any way you want to consume it or watch it, you can. Go watch it. Go check it out. It's the Challenger, who is, of course, the chieftain equivalent over at WGEU, and he's sitting down with people who have fantastic histories or interests with tanks and just interviewing them about what they've done and who they're into. The first episode is with a famous stuntman called Jim Dowdall, who has over 200 IMDb credits and has done work on amazing historical films like The Dirty Dozen and The Wild Bunch, and I think up to and including Star Wars and more recently Fury. Go check out that episode. I mean, he's got like awesome anecdotes about Lee Marvin assembling a gun while making eye contact with him because he was supposed to teach Lee Marvin how to use the gun, but Lee Marvin was a Marine who knew. So yeah, go check it out. Please go watch it. There's some really cool stuff there.
That is a substantially better plug than I could have given for Tank Nuts.
Sorry. Halbling Farmer says there's no equivalent of the chieftain. Right, but Richard is a fantastic tank historian in his own right, and really check it out. It's real cool.
I was just sitting here giggling at all the comments about me eating too many kilos of carrots and having jaundice.
Do you need me to get you your run a show?
No, it's fine. Domo's
okay, I got it. All right, so for the hot topics, we are we're not participating, but we're helping support a stream that it's our ANZ team that's doing it, right?
Yes.
ANZ.
Yeah, so ANZ.
Yeah.
Australia, New Zealand,
right.
for those of you, on this side of the equator. But yeah, we're doing, as you all are probably aware, Australia has just been horribly plagued by massive brush fires that are just absolutely decimating people's homes, wildlife, tons of people missing. They are in need of help, and now is the time to help. So we are trying to support the Australia, New Zealand teams. Fire relief, what would we call it, like a marathon stream, essentially?
Yeah, basically.
And that is going to be
stream.
taking place on from Wednesday, January 22nd, until Thursday, January 23rd. And it's going to start. So this is our time, or is this?
Yeah. So basically,
I want to make sure I read off these timestamps,
it starts
right?
at 3 p.m. on Thursday, January 23rd for Australia. However, that is for Austin, Wednesday, January 22nd at 10 p.m. So if you guys want to watch this, that's the time that you have to watch it at. So it is...
and you can watch that at twitch.tv/wargamingasia.
Yes.
So Insanely Average said my state has sent firefighters there, and I do want to iterate. We're working on our own stuff to support the same effort. More news coming soon on that, but do go check that out. Please help if you can. And one thing I want to say, just as a Californian from more rural part of California, who's got a lot of family that have been affected by fires, and people who family members who are volunteer firefighters. Australia regularly sends firefighters to California during our fire season because, of course, we have opposite fire seasons being in the northern and southern hemispheres. And we have sent firefighters to them to help. I mean, just there's a really great relationship there of us helping each other in our time of need. And right now, Australia is in a time of need. So if you can, please help out. And not necessarily through us, through whatever means you find appropriate. Make sure you find a charity that is going to make sure the money gets to the right place. I'm sure that our APAC guys have, what is it called? Is it listed? It's a good one.
The charity?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
They have a Tiltify that's created by them. And basically, they're supporting Blaze Aid.
Blaze Aid, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see some Canadian folks in there saying they've also sent firefighters and also get some back. So let's continue the spirit of brotherhood between North America and Oceania and our exchanging of firefighters and support in our times of needs.
Oh my gosh. No. I know where my phone is. It's right here. Sorry. I'm going to take that off. Apologies. My tile is
Delete
going
your
off
account.
My tile's going off because I sat on it.
Okay. So Unknown Tinker says, when is the Chieftain coming to the store? Are you referring to this stream or the Tank Nuts podcast?
I think he
do
might
both.
be
It's on
referring
there.
to the...
Oh,
isn't there a
the
T95
tank.
Chieftain that
Got
will
it.
be... it's one of the Clan Wars reward
I
tanks.
thought you were talking about Nick Morin.
But I don't anticipate it being sold
Morin.
anytime soon.
Don't say Moran, it's Morin. Tank store. I'm not sure off the top of my head on a Tinker. All right. So there's
yeah, what else we got going on? We got tankrewards.com, obviously, still ongoing. The last day to earn your Tank Rewards points this month is going to be the 25th, and the last day to redeem your points for rewards on tankrewards.com is going to be the 30th. So do yourself a favor. Don't wait until then. Just, if you've got the points, redeem them. Then it's, off in whatever forgetful land, and you don't have to worry about it, as opposed to waiting until the last day and then realizing that you waited past 3 a.m. or whatever the crazy time that it turns off is.
What's black market?
I don't know what black market is.
Yeah, no
I
idea.
don't know what Tiki Boo's talking about.
I'm not sure. What else? We got Holiday Ops. The Holiday Ops tank slots, they're still available. If you don't know, you're not aware, the vehicle multiplier slots that basically you unlocked through your festive levels, you can plug tanks into those and you'll get a bonus modifier based on whatever type of tank it is. That is going to be available until the 28th. So jump on, use those, bonuses while you got them.
So yeah, a couple of
Great
things in
game.
chat I want to address. Unknown Tinker said not giving regular players the better tanks is really unfair. I actually kind of agree with that. I think we have a bit of a problem right now with the balance of reward tanks. It's also a little bit blown out because the people who do get those tanks tend to be more skilled. So sometimes the stats look even worse than they are. But I agree, that's a problem. I don't know what the solution is yet, but I think we agree that it is a problem. And then Loot Box Mechanic said, Ikibu also said the new player experience in this game is fine. I can't get any friends to play longer than 4 games before they quit. I wouldn't call it fine. I mean, I think that we do more than most people probably realize to help new players, and we're always looking at ways to help. But one of the things you just can't really get past is that Tanks has an initial difficulty curve that looks like this. And getting people to watch the 40 minutes of mechanics videos they need to watch to really understand how the game works is pretty hard. So we're constantly working on improving that and working on improving how that information is delivered. So, hopefully we can get to a place where you will lose friends after 6 games instead of 4. I mean, stay forever.
Speaking of new player experience, I guess our person who is working, she works on a lot of stuff, but she's in the production team. She's looking for feedback on the Recruiter Friend program. So if you have feedback on Recruiter Friend, you think cool ways to improve it, stuff that you would like to see out of Recruiter Friend, feel free to send me some feedback on the forums or on Discord, and I will make sure to pass it on to her, since we're looking at making some potential improvements to that program this year. Hopefully. Soon. TM.
There you go.
We got other stuff. We got ongoing stuff. The Alienware Gleam contest, which I know nothing about. I wasn't here when we announced it last time on stream. So
Let's just let him go for a while.
So the Alienware Gleam contest, basically, let me Let's see if I can find the
So you
link.
you click the Gleam link, you do a couple Gleam tests, and each Gleam test you do gives you an
Yes.
entry to win. I
bunch of
believe
stuff.
it's a
Alienware Aurora PC.
badass Alienware Aurora PC.
The reason
Yeah.
I know this is because it's in the link.
So it's an Alienware Aurora PC and a special code that you can win, and the grand prize is an Intel i5 9400 processor,
Ooh.
16 gigabyte memory, 1 terabyte hard drive, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 with Windows Home, as well as a Tobii Eye Tracker 4C, and a special World of Tanks game code that includes the Fury tank, 5 berths, which is
Those are barracks,
barracks
or bunks
or
in your barracks.
bunks in your barracks, anyways, and 3 days of World of Tanks Premium. So,
Or no, berths. That's the.
it's that garage
that's
slot.
Alienware
Slots,
PC,
yes.
3 days of premium.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Boom.
There you go. Yeah.
Equally cool
A
things.
little amount of effort. So yeah, enter that contest if you want. Got a link in chat. Yep, there's the link in chat.
No, not if you want. Just do it.
Do it.
Just do it. Just
Listen.
do it.
Listen
Do
to
it.
listen to the cab mech,
Do it.
Do it.
or he will. Never mind. I was gonna make a joke. About
Force lightning out of your hands.
Have you ever heard the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Do it.
What else? We got Twitch
I thought
Prime.
not.
Twitch Prime care package going on. You've probably heard us talk about Twitch Prime care packages a million times, but we got Twitch Prime care package Lima, and the last day to redeem care package Lima is January 30th. That said, I have been getting a couple PMs from folks who are having some trouble with the care package because they've already had their account linked and maybe it didn't show up this month. Unlink all of your wargaming stuff from all of your Twitch stuff. Unlink all of your Twitch stuff from your wargaming stuff. By that I mean go into your wargaming account settings on worldoftanks.com. Unlink your Twitch account, and then go to your Twitch account, unlink your World of Tanks account from your Twitch account, redo it. It should pop up.
You also
Hopefully.
have to unlink Amazon.
Amazon as well? Well,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, unlink your Amazon from your Twitch, and then relink your Amazon to your Twitch. Lots of links and unlinks. Anyway, that said, Twitch Prime Care Package Lima, I don't recall. I think we have the STRV 81 and Commander, and I think you get some cosmetics as well. So,
Dad Commander.
Yeah. Is it still the
No.
Dad
Lost
Commander?
one,
No,
Dad
it's not the Dad
It's
Commander.
not the Dad Commander. It's Nice Lady Commander.
Meme Mondays is still going on in the Discord server. The current topic is open topic, so any World of Tanks related memes, feel free to post them in the Meme Monday channel on our Discord
long-
server.
Linkor.
Ooh, say that a lot.
Link-
Or
Linkor
my
alert.
bad. My bad, y'all.
Oh my. Yeah, Meme Mondays. Go in there. You will vote. You might win. Get some cool stuff. Showdown Saturday is going on this Saturday. The tank for Showdown Saturday this week is the IKV 65.
Which is a small chunk.
Small chonky boy.
Little chunk, not very thick with 2 C's armor, but it's got a decent gun and good camo.
Alrighty.
Okay, so apologies for Linkor. Ben said that his worked if he just unlinked Twitch, he didn't have to unlink Amazon, so maybe that'll work for you. Hobbling Farmer says you will lose your entire rental King Tiger C, so make sure you demount your equipment before you unlink. And then I think Tao and Kwai had a question up ahead. If we could scroll up for a second. I just finished the Tank Nuts with Richard, the Challenger Cutland, and Craig, the Tank Hunter Moore, and the guest said that some Shermans had rockets on the hull. When will that be in game? The answer is like usable rockets. Probably not in the current version of World of Tanks, just because
World of Tanks Blitz has rockets.
Blitz
Air-to-ground missiles.
tried
Yeah.
rockets.
So if you want tanks with rockets, check out What Blitz.
Yep.
there you go.
Hold up. Heyo. What's up? What's up, Cosmin?
I thought you were saying that. I didn't realize that Cosmin on YouTube was saying
I
that.
was I was reading the YouTube comments.
Give us that Blitz Sheridan. Yes, so those were historical vehicles. I am aware of those. And someone mentioned the Calliope, which had the big rocket rack on top of the Sherman. I think those are really cool. I just don't know how they fit in the World of Tanks meta, and I think our devs have the same question mark. Mike on Facebook says, make RNG tolerable. Introduce a wobble where RNG gets better the longer you wait for a shot. That'll seem more realistic. Well, okay. We already have a mechanic that gets better the longer you wait for a shot, but I see what you're saying. It's an interesting take. Are we good on the news?
I believe so.
Sheriff Hunt, 2 to 4 p.m. Central Time every Thursday. Deputy Apollo, Deputy Chauncey. If you see them in battle, they will have a little cross circle with the crosshair in it on their icon. You can't miss it. They'll be on the enemy team if you can get the gold for them. But kill one of those guys while they're in their sheriff accounts, and you'll get 250 gold for that battle. And the final thing on our list of announcements, Tank Talent Show is also still ongoing Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Tragic Loss's terrific Tank Talent
terrific
Show for transmitting tanking talent.
Transmitting.
You got that one real good.
I got it nailed down now.
Yeah.
What he said. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 to 10 Central p.m. Hop on our channel, hang out with Tragic while she raids a bunch of World of Tanks streamers.
And challenges them to do battle for glory.
Yes, they do have to battle for glory. If they do not do well, they don't get as many cool prizes. But if they do well, they get to give out a prize on their stream. So you just have to jump into their channel, kind of follow along. Just go to our channel on 8 to 10 Central Thursdays and Wednesdays and Saturdays. You'll pick it up real quick. Tragic is great at explaining what you need to do.
Oh boy.
Hey German, good to see you. Oscar says, "Hey, I'm Nunchachio. That's my best shot.
Oh my goodness.
Nunchachio. I think it's Nunchachio. Let me know if I'm wrong, Oscar. Hope you're doing well.
I
All right, are we ready to get into platoons?
We are. So
Nice.
I'm gonna ask a quick question because a couple of people, I need to fix this, but a couple people have been using their points. So some people redeemed a bunch of bingo spots, and then some other people have opted to skip the platoon queue. So KLP, what is your in-game name, and did you submit yourself into the platoon queue?
There we go. Pig She Flies says, game mechanic question. When will you guys fix the issue of having destructible items stuck to the camera in sniper mode for up to 60 seconds? I can't say I've had that happen to me. I have had stuff get stuck on my tank.
I did recently have it stuck to my, the barrel piece of a fence, and when you go into sniper mode, you just see the fence.
So this is an annoying refrain we do, but if you do send in the replay to CS, what they can do is send that in a bug report to the devs and stack it onto the examples so the devs can see how it's happening and figure out where the bug may lie. Voss says, it sounds like you guys got tired of being first in the queue. Is that what happened? Did we punt Voss down the list?
We didn't. We just
Possibly.
added the. It was my idea. Since we are our platoon
did it,
queue,
Voss. You heard it.
I'm sorry, Voss. I like getting carried by you. Don't get me wrong, I really do. But just in the interest of fairness, so that people who don't have the link bookmarked and don't know that we start stream, precisely at 4 p.m. Central every Tuesday.
I've had stuff get stuck on my tank. I don't think I've ever had it actually block my sniper view shot.
But yeah, if you want to,
If it happens, I will eat my words.
It has definitely happened to me once. It's not super common, but when it does happen, I can imagine, especially if you're in the middle of some intense trade with, another tank or something, and then you have a piece of a fence stuck to your sniper mode. It is very jarring.
Voss says he's taking a break. Cody on Facebook says, can we limit premium rounds to special battles? Hard to get new players to play a free-to-play game when they just get slaughtered due to premium round spammers. Can't even teach them to bounce rounds when they get out of pen all the time. Yeah, Cody, we're currently doing a massive rebalance of the game built primarily around the shell types. So I will we'll have a better feel for what that is like after we get some more sandboxes on that balance patch. For right now, I hopefully that won't be necessary. We'll see how it plays out.
One shot.
All right. So until I get
Tarkov. One shot carried me this weekend in Tarkov. It was great.
Until I get CLP's username, we have Edge of Insanity, who also used his skip the platoon.
Shout out to Edge of Insanity, one of our new CCs who just joined the program in December. Check him out on Twitch if you haven't.
Nice.
Edge himself says, in my opinion, gold ammo should be removed up to tier 5. I don't disagree with that. Juan says, hey guys, how things are going on YouTube? Things are going all right. For those of you who are interested, I took my first step in 60 days yesterday with my doctor's approval. And I'm hobbling around the office and I'm loving it.
You want to invite me to that platoon there, bud?
Yep, I did actually.
Oh, you did. I am sorry for ignoring. I wasn't ignoring you, I swear. I just wasn't.
And then first up, we have Edge of Insanity. I will send him an invite. And I'm going to do the countdowns today, and we're all going to go perfectly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I automated that, right?
Don't let me do the battle button.
You automated what?
I automated our countdown,
Oh,
so
you
it
did a
counts
script?
automatically for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jimmy went to the fridge and got a beer. Nothing wrong with that.
Nice.
Bankrupt says this stream is more dead than Watt Blitz. So not
What?
dead. Blitz is actually bigger than it was last year, by the way.
All right, so I
Well, we got
refunded.
168 people
KLP.
watching on all 3 platforms.
It's
That's
dead.
super
It's dead.
dead.
Hobbling Farmer says, "Hey, Cabbage, Cabbage can change his name to Hobbling Mechanic, and we can be twins. I'll be the better looking one."
Dang.
Shots
Dang.
fired. Do you want to pick? Do you have a preference for tier?
I don't really care.
I'm just gonna roll in this.
I've been
build
getting
mode.
slaughtered in everything lately.
Yeah, I've
so-
had a rough couple of weeks in tanks. Not gonna lie, I've been in a rough period. Ben says, "Good deal. Congrats on getting walked." Thank you. I'm very, very excited about it. It's really nice to do. I spent 2 months not being able to walk. It's very frustrating. Being able to walk is really cool, guys. Don't take it for granted.
What tier are we doing? Tier 8?
That's a Twitch
Get
name.
Ready.
Is there a chance anyone is looking into balancing of tourneys? It's a tad scary seeing people with 3,500 service record score higher than me in my first tourney. We still gathered. Yeah, so the matchmaking right now is random. We have tackled this issue before. I'll speak with Big Brother and see if him and Large Foreign Object are working on anything to help create a little more balanced brackets. Because right now it is pure random.
It is, well, so when I started here in community, I was helping out with tournaments. Jamie John and I were working on it.
So
And
sorry,
that's-
I just want to cut you off. So we're ready for tier 8 when you're
All
ready.
right. Count in.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So sorry, Domo, you were saying?
As far as the tournaments, the brackets, balancing by skill for tournaments, it's tricky because essentially people can sort of abuse it. Like if you make something that's limited to say, okay, sub 2000 PR, right? Well, then if you have a sub 2000 PR alt account with a tier 5 tank on it, you can jump on your alt account, get a bunch of free stuff for your alt. There are ways for highly skilled players to go around the ways that we try to artificially gate them out of participating in those tournaments. If they're, if the reward, if the incentive is appealing enough, then generally they will find ways to do it. So with that in mind, we tried to do stuff like we had the Mastery and the Challenger bracket tournaments going on at the same time. So you had a theoretically higher skilled tournament with better rewards going on at the exact same time as the lower skilled tournament with not as good rewards. So then theoretically, if you're a high skilled player, logic should hopefully dictate that you want to get the better reward. But yeah, in terms of actually artificially trying to gate people based on rating and PR, et cetera, it turns into this whole kind of giant mess, and it's tough to really just block people out on some sort of a hard limit.
Ulwar says, "I know how to do Daniel Sound's crane kick. Can I join the tournament now? As long as you promise to sweep the leg."
My mouth is okay. My mic is peaking. That's interesting. Apparently I'm usually too quiet.
Unknown Tinker says, "Why do you guys need to keep messing with the rounds? You ruined Standard and Gold, not messing with HE." Well, the hope is we're going to fix Standard and Gold. That's the primary. HE is definitely a secondary thing as a part of rebalancing the other two. Unknown Tinker says, "Why did you delay Clan Wars? They should be starting now. We have to wait another month." Well, the short answer is we were faced with some imminent technical problems that made changes necessary before we could run the event and feel secure about it running successfully. Nobody wanted to do that, and I feel terrible for the people who scheduled work vacations and other stuff about it, but the alternative was running an event that we couldn't guarantee would run properly. So we feel like we made the right choice, even though it was a
True Voodoo says, I
Crappy
only
choice.
shoot HE. It always does damage.
But that's why True Voodoo is a Unicum and I'm not. Mm-hmm. It's because of that HE strategy that he utilized. Oh, what am I doing?
Yeah, speaking of HE.
Rip. Pour one out for Domo. Let's see if Edge can carry
This
us.
is the story of my life, so it's really
Speaking
par for
of,
the course. dragging him down.
I'm gonna see if I can debate this guy so he'll think the hill's not a threat, and then the Patriot will get up there and shoot him. That's my secret plan. Uh-oh. All right, so what Edge requires now is an advanced Cabbage flanking maneuver. Let's make sure that I can... Oh, that's not gonna work. He's facing me. I tried Edge. Woo! Oh man, and there's a Ferdy right there. This is unpleasant. Really? No pen. This Ferdy's creeping up on me. Get out of here, Ferdy. No one wants you. Edge has been getting focused by Artie. That's unpleasant. Man, I can't pen that guy. I think I'm going to help this EBR deal with the Ferdy. That seems like the right choice. Woo, big boom. All right, let's see if we can put some new angles on that 703 in the town. I'm going to get shot here, but I'm going to stay on the move. Oh, spotted an SC-130 PM. There he is. Get him, boys. Ouch. Ouch, that hurt. Ouch, my most of me, as... oh, sorry for running into you, Edge. As Llama would say.
Whoa, that's loud.
Yeah, you can go back and adjust that.
Just going to leave Edge to die there. Artie's going to shoot the 703. Yep, he's dead.
Here, let me help you with that.
Which one? This one?
Oh no! There was a 130 still there. Oh, the cheeky 130.
Alrighty, okay then. Fixed all
Alright.
that. All that stuff.
Pretty close game. I died
Hey, we
stupidly
got for free
as
in
usual.
chat. He's can you get for free a platoon link when you get a chance?
Posted.
For free, said Cabbage, try ramming them if you can't pen. Yeah, ramming the 730 and my Bulldog would have gone really well. Mike says, any exciting plans for new stuff and what? I think, Mike, the big thing right now is the rebalance of shell types because it's going to completely change how the game plays at all tiers. You guys are all kinds of sneezy today.
Oh, I know.
So yeah, I think that's the big thing right now. We have also discussed the Italian heavies are being worked on right now. I think those are pretty cool. And we're getting ready to fire up the announcement for the new season of Frontlines and eventually Steel Hunters, which is our Battle Royale mode. Real Board said, were you firing HE or AP rounds? I believe I was firing AP and then a couple heats. Randall says, good thing you guys have Tragiclass to keep you straight. True. True. True.
We would be lost without you.
Should move your mic in front of your face.
I gotta read that one.
Well, so I moved it away because Edge was saying my mic was peaking.
So, if your mic is peaking, let me know, and I'll adjust it.
I have no idea because I can't hear it.
Edge said the mic was speaking. Buttslayer69 on YouTube says, I return, the mighty Buttslayer, which is quite possibly the best chat message we've ever received.
Probably.
So, thank you for that.
Alrighty, back to
And
garage.
we all dead. All right, back to the garage.
Back to garage.
Sorry we failed you, Edge.
Up next, we have Midwest Killa 01156. He wants to play in Tier 7.
Midwest Killer, no coast.
Tier 7?
Peking duck actually sounds really delicious right now, if I'll be honest.
Edge got focused by Artie. That's the only reason we lost. It's true. He did lose all his HP to Artie. Edge, I'm going to punt you from a platoon. No offense intended. But I got to get an invite out to our Midwest Killer. No coast, hashtag.
The Hobbling Farmer says, hello, this is Wargaming North America. Would you like to talk to the man in charge of the women who knows what's going on? Thanks, Hobbling Farmer. I appreciate it.
John says, I'm always cooking dinner when you guys stream. Well, hopefully it's a good dinner companion, right? You can set your phone up on the wall while you know, boil your, whatever you're boiling. I don't know, noodles.
How's the red wine? or what?
Red wine sounds nice. I could go for a glass of Cab Sav right now.
I'm sorry, what'd you just say?
Cab Sav.
Oh, no.
Cabernet Sauvignon. Is that better?
Oh, no. It's just a red wine.
What?
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Red wine comes in two
Cabernet
flavors, red and
Sauvignon.
white. You got some bubbly white, too. That's about it.
Some bubbles.
Brr.
Tragic, thanks for doing the X Roads 13s. Tragic, thanks for doing the talent show. Received the tank today that Nick Shocks won.
Heck
So
yeah.
I have sent the invite out to Midwest Killa. If you are Midwest Killa and you didn't get an invite, let us know. If you aren't Midwest Killa, just keep being you.
Just keep being you.
You can invite Massacre 049.
So RNGesus, Jesus, sorry, I saw you typed that a few times. RNGesus Jesus said, "What happened to World Tanks Magazine?" I honestly don't know. That is a
I didn't
story
even
I
know
don't
we
know.
had a
I'll have to
magazine.
find that one.
We did briefly. It was a few issues that I remember dealing
There
with
was
something
a
related to
time
it
there where
because of
video
sport.
game specific magazines were a thing.
It
And I
wasn't
think that
like
time passed.
it wasn't printed.
pretty
It was
quickly.
like a PDF magazine
Right.
that we released.
JD NoCal says Merlot is where it's at. You can't have that foo-foo stuff. Yeah, nothing wrong with Merlot.
Merlot is good too. I like Merlot.
Not that
I'm more of a beer drinker, to be completely honest.
Not that we endorse the consumption of
No.
adult beverages, but if you want to do that on your
All right.
time, that's your
We're gonna
prerogative.
skip Midwest Killa and we're gonna
Alright.
go to Massacre.
Sorry, Midwest Killa. If you didn't get an invite, let us know, and we will work you back in. Massacre 49. Sending an invite. Invite out.
Tahan Kwais, when will we have the Katyusha SPG in game?
There we go.
Could be very meta to the game.
Tier 9. You gotta switch to tier 9.
SPG Tier 9. I have just the tank.
Do you?
Tier 9.
Yeah, I have like, I
get
think I need like
ready.
15k on my leopard, and then I'll have the tier 10 boy.
Oh, I'm working
So,
on the email
Butt
too,
Slayer
Alright,
asks
already.
the question, any explanation on why the
Sure.
E100 and IS-4 didn't get buffed in 2019? So the reason why they didn't get reworked is because basically halfway through all of the reworks, the devs decided that the ammo rework needed to be prioritized because it affects way more tanks. And because of this, most, if not all, of the tank reworks are going to be delayed until after the ammo rework hits the live servers. So,
John, that dinner
If I
sounds
could tack
fantastic,
on a
by the
little
way.
footnote to that, the E100, or the lovingly referred to as the HE100 by some people,
Or the Heat 100 by
or the
people
Heat
who actually
100,
play it.
exactly right. So, all of that said, it is a tank that is extremely dependent on shell types. So, if you rebalance the tank but keep the same gun on it, and then you rebalance the shells, all of the work that you did balancing the tank is now not necessarily irrelevant, but potentially irrelevant.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to do tier 9 count-in. Rugs, are you Midwest Killa? If you were Midwest Killa, we did miss you, but we can work you back in.
all right. 5,
If not, we didn't miss you.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I mean, we did
Yeah.
miss you, emotionally.
Emotional.
But
We're glad that you're back.
But yeah, so the deal with IS-4 and the E100, those were troublesome for me. I really wanted that E100 fix. But yes, like Tragic said, once they decided that they were going to do New Balance, not related to shoes, that doing any more vehicle balance changes, and they decide. So when they were almost done with the Leopard 1 and the STB 1 changes, is when they decided they were going to do New Balance. So that is when they decided that they weren't going to finish with a specific tank balancing, because it made no sense to balance specific tanks when you're going to rebalance all the tanks in the game around a new balance system.
Yeah.
So that's why, personally, especially with how good the Leopard and the STB1 turned out, which I feel like both of those were rebalanced really well, and those are both like quality but not overpowered tanks now. I'm a little bummed out that we didn't see the E100 and the IS-4 didn't get
Yeah.
the same treatment.
Same.
But it makes sense if you, once we had already committed to New Balance, changing specific vehicles would have been silly. Your toupee is nicer looking than your hat. It's not a toupee, Monty. It's my real hair.
No, I don't have a brother named
Jeez.
Eric in the Bay Area. I do have a brother in the Bay Area, but his name is not Eric, and I will not tell you my brother's name for privacy reasons.
I have a brother in the Bay Area, and his name is Jack.
This epic music is drowning out all surrounding sound.
He's a good kid.
Why
Kind of a
don't
jerk
you
sometimes.
turn off the
but-
in-game music then, or turn it down at least.
Eric Sapien.
It's so cool.
But it's so cool.
I liked Eric Sapien. That was fun. Panther 8.8 needs a buff. Amen. Amen, Mr. Joe Garner. You're 100% correct. We need to get that Panther 88 up to elite status.
13 Disciple, you could probably message any of us in the Discord. You could probably just message Domo or Cabbage in the Discord, and we'll try and get your question answered. What is your specific question regarding a game mechanic about?
And Cinder said they ignored my comment on Russian bias. # conspiracy.
Wait, where?
I think he's joshing us.
Oh. You are joshing us. I tried looking. I tried for you
Pat
and
got us,
Cinder.
though. We were too busy putting more Russian bias into the game to balance the IS4.
Yeah, JD, my name's not Eric either, so definitely a different person. But I've heard of several Domo doppelgangers in my life.
It's true. I've seen a couple.
RNGesus wants to know, will ammo be made free in training rooms? I wish.
Yeah, that's one of those quality of life things that I think should happen, but it's not currently on the menu.
I wonder why it didn't happen
Do
in
we
the
have
first
enough
place.
boys camping this hill?
Yeah, I'm sort of realizing the same.
I feel like it's too late for you.
I'm
to
trying to
hold
decide
down
if I push left, is that stupid? Which it might be.
Generally, no.
Awesome.
But it might be a bit late for you to get up there
Yeah.
because it's a good hold down spot.
Does the IS7 need to be buffed? I feel like it's still solid. It's not meta or anything.
I feel like the last round of buffs that the IS7 has put it in a pretty good place.
I would say that there's vehicles that are hurting more than the IS7 right now.
Yeah.
The T110E5 is one of them for sure.
Yeah.
Our east flank is also hurting.
Yeah, it's because we went
over there.
out here. But yeah, I think someone mentioned the Chinese heavies too. The Chinese mediums actually, even more so than the
Oh
heavies.
my
probably.
god, yeah.
Chinese mediums need some love.
Was it like the 110 and whatnot?
The 110 is
The
tier
121.
heavy. Yeah, the 121 is the one.
The 121 could use some love, especially post 430U world. The 430U has such a similar playstyle and such a similar profile, but it's just better. In my opinion.
So population. So any of the balances that were promised, basically during Tank Fest of 2018, that were supposed to happen during 2019. So we got a few of those in. So we got like the Leopard and we got the Kranvang, and we had. I'm pretty sure the AMX 30B was balanced as well, right? I'm pretty sure that was within the changes. All of those happened, and then right before the E100 and the IS4, they were just like, let's work on ammo first. So.
Man, that was frustrating. That was just a wasted clip. I should have. Oh man, I could have gotten that third shot on the SC-130. That was bad. Shouldn't have reloaded. Dumb. 13 Disciple, how's it going, bud? Oh, actually, sorry, Bud Slayer questions before you. Why can't we get bots in training us for practice like World of Warships? And do you think the T110E5 has fallen out of meta with recent nerfs? Well, I don't know if the E5 nerfs were recent. The main E5 nerf happened years ago, and I don't think it's ever quite recovered from having the tumor been made and the weak spot on the front too.
Yeah.
I wish we had bots in the training rooms. I think we're working our way. We're working our way towards that.
Yeah.
We've recently developed AI for World of Tanks. It's actually in the Latin America server queues, tier 5 and below. And I think the ultimate goal of developing that AI, and of course the AI used in Homefront, which many of you remember is our PvE mode last year, the ultimate goal of that is to have stuff like bots in training rooms, I hope. Frank Booth says those New Balances are definitely a shoe-in.
That joke is always funny.
Oh man, I feel bad.
I smile every time.
Are you going to help Massacre?
Yeah.
That's good, because I'm pretty... Oh, rip Massacre.
Too little, too late. I'm sorry.
So I'm going to go back a little bit. 13 Disciple
Oh yeah, I forgot about
had a
that.
question, basically wondering if module damage is also subject to plus minus 25% RNG. I vaguely... So I did
Oh, that's a T30.
I'm pretty sure it is.
That is a
Yeah,
T30.
I think the damage roll happens independently of what it hits,
Yeah.
but I might be wrong. I'm not speaking with certainty here.
I thought you and I did some sort of test with that.
Because
thing
there's
inside
definitely hits like you can. There's definitely like you can hit the same spot on a tank, which always hits the ammo rack, and then sometimes you'll get the full detonation, and sometimes it just damages it. So
Yeah.
that would.
It's more sick.
I got to be honest. I would have to speak to one of the engineers who has a better understanding to get a completely right answer on that. It's a good question though.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
RS2000 Twitch says, or is it RS or RZ? RZ, I think. Says Scorp G could, wait, was it him who said that? Buff every premium I own. I like that. I like that honesty. I'm going to back out of here because I'm not really doing anything. Those tank destroyers aren't going to push me. I'm just going to bail. Exploit My Weakness says, my biggest complaint about the E5 nerf was like, oh, let's make the Terrorbolt hold down because it's too OP. Not much later, it was like super conqual. Yeah, well, I think the E5 when it was really strong, I think they added 2 weak spots, right? And it really only needed 1.
Yeah.
If they had done just the hatch or the front weak spot, and then like maybe you still have the tumor hatch as a weak spot, but it's hard to hit at any distance. So for me, the issue with the E5 nerf is that it got nerfed too hard. It got 2 weak spots and a couple other nerfs all at once. Which it was really good for a really long time. But I think, since that nerf, I think actually we've been a little better about nerfing in moderation.
Yeah.
Kaboom.
Man, you guys are doing great this game.
Oh, don't jinx it.
Knock on wood.
I'm just trying
Is
to...
New Balance Gold / HE ammo changes? Yes, it's also low tier changes, which includes basically increasing the amount of HP that lower tiers have, so that way there's more of a curvature to the progression of HP, and that way the time to kill increases, so that way people don't just blow up when they make a small mistake at tier 1, 2, and 3, all the way up until 6, I believe.
You should come over here with your turret armor and hold down against this hold down T30, because I can't.
I think William on YouTube was just, there was a chat that got scrolled past, but he said that his initial World of Tanks username was his phone number because he accidentally had, that's a great story.
Yeah, I read that.
I think we would have given you a free name change if you'd have told us that happened. Just FYI. Hopefully you got it figured out.
I don't believe you get a free name change.
You do.
You do.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Identifiable
If you
information.
accidentally put personal information in your name change, you do get a free name change.
So this person wasn't talking like if that happens. They were just saying you get one free name change.
Oh, no,
period.
yeah, you don't.
Yes. So that if while making your account, you accidentally put in like personal information, we will change it.
Well, yes, but they were saying like outside of those circumstances.
Yeah,
Yes.
You don't as a general rule of thumb get a free name change. Like
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only under certain conditions.
Okay. William, how what?
Okay, there is. Okay, I was trying to
Can
turn a corner.
you cover the T30 on my butt? Oh no, you're nowhere near me.
I'm trying to. I thought he was.
Oh
over
boy,
here.
I'm gonna die. He's coming for me.
Sure, I'll check
I'm not gonna
in.
make it in time.
Oh, I'm so screwed.
But I might be able to shoot at them.
Did he shoot? I think yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Nice shot.
so
Now you are mine.
Anybody who won something during the bingo last week, I gave you 3 days of premium.
Ah, whack. I'm dead.
What are you doing? Give me your side armor.
I'm not dead. That was good teamwork. Artie saved my butt there.
That's every teamwork. World of Tanks and or the no one believes Chinese MBTs need buffs. I mean, the mediums definitely need buffs. I think someone said the heavies are fine. I think some of the lower tier heavies could use some love, but I think the tier 10s are solid. But the 121 needs love. Come on, guys. No one out here saying the 121 is fine. Massacre says good teamwork, but I still carried. Probably true. Probably true.
Yeah.
But you needed to get one more kill so we could get those brothers in
I got
arms.
like almost 4K combined.
Because I'm about to get this third kill. We could have had brothers in arms.
You got this, I believe.
Where's this GWP? I can't find it. There it is.
Got 2 shots into him. Can I climb out of this trench?
Yes. At some points in the trench, not all of them.
I was lied to. He died, so no brother's arms anyway. That's true, real word. True. True. Michael says, what's the timeline on the new Swedish medium tanks?
What?
I don't think we have any Swedish medium tanks in the works.
No, but we
Italian
do have-
heavies.
I think we like talked about them like back in the day on stream. Oh, no, wait, never mind. That wasn't Swedish mediums. We already have the Swedish
Yeah,
mediums.
we already have the Swedish mediums. They're very similar to the Swedish
I see you
TDs,
hobbling. I see you hobbling,
which
farmer.
have hydro-pneumatic suspension.
John on Twitch says, I want a Leopard 1. Yeah, you do. Leopard 1 is so much fun. It's in such a good place right now.
I am, I'm only 20k away from mine.
What's the timeline on the Italian heavy tanks?
No timeline yet.
No timeline.
So the next branch that will be coming is the, we're calling it a twig, but the dual-barreled
Twig.
RU heavy line. And then we have, the devs have mentioned that they're working on Japanese TDs and Italian heavies, and we'll find out what's next
Are you guys
when we get
confident
there.
in this last kill? I can get off of cap.
I mean, I am confident, but I'm never opposed to winning sooner than later.
I want my cap points. I need my XP. I'm almost to
There
I'm
we go.
almost to the Leo one.
What? Leopard 1
Oh, wow.
players are like that white stuff on the outer parts of your
Wow, I
limbs.
thought I could get the lower plate
What?
from there, but I couldn't.
Oh, I just ricocheted.
Man, that was embarrassing.
Is there any reason why the load time on artillery tanks
my
is so
goodness,
long
really?
other than balance issues? Do you mean like reloading or what?
Yeah, I'm going for the W, guys.
I mean, I don't know about other than balance issues. I feel like balance issues are a good enough reason.
Yeah.
Sickness. What do you mean no timeline? Every tank is soon TM.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true. Soon.
Exactly.
Soon TM.
Soon TM. What line would you recommend for a new player to grind first? Nation/type. Russian heavies.
Can't go wrong. I like American mediums because I think they're not necessarily the most user-friendly, but they can give you a feel for the different types of gameplay.
Yeah.
You can play them like a tank destroyer. You can play them like a medium tank. If you're top tier, you can play them a bit like a heavy tank, depending on which one. Can't do that with a T20, obviously.
Light tank rebalance ever.
So, yeah.
Hopefully after the shell rework. I think they're looking at just tech tree balance in general after the shell rework.
Yeah, good game, Massacre. That was fun. We actually made the difference in that one, I think. Yeah, we did.
Hello?
Yeah, we did. Can you
there
cut
we
to
go.
my screen, Tragic, so we can prove it?
Sure.
Look at this. Look at this elite platoon. 1, 2, 3 in damage and XP. Just magnificent. That's how it should be.
Yeah, I think I got 1,300 spotting, so like 5,300 combined. That was a good one.
Well done. Well
That was a
done.
good one. Oh wait, I'm going to use my manageable experience bonus.
It's not too often we get to show off a good game on the stream.
Yeah, right.
All right, Massacre, I do have to kick you out so we can get the next game, but thank you very much for the game. And it was a good one. You're bringing us some good luck.
I'm only 11k away from
Next,
the
we
Leopard.
have Angelus Mortis at tier 10.
Yes.
Also known as,
because that is exploit my
yes.
weakness.
I didn't know that.
He skipped the queue.
Okay. Invite to tactical unit. Buttslayer on YouTube says, do you think the HE changes will destroy a lot of the dirt tanks, if not all of them? No, they won't. Common refrain on this
Oh my
stream is that the HE nerf that they were initially testing was a test of the new HE mechanics on the lowest possible parameters. Those are not going to be the parameters that hit the live server. The devs are very aware of how much people love the M4 Dirtman and the KV2, and they are not going to destroy them with an HE rebalance. Wait until we get closer to some live tests of the new balance, and we'll see what HE looks like then. I honestly don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but I can tell you that the devs are not, like, the devs love the KV2 as much as all of us. They're not going to just make it not derp things
215
anymore.
boys. FV215.
Speaking, that's the class seat FV215B.
I'm gonna be a tryhard, and then I'm bringing the chieftain.
Psh, I'm gonna be
Oh,
a
you're
tank.
getting so close to a bingo today.
I'm gonna be a tank hipster like Exploit and play the 215B. Ben on Facebook says, how do you play Stream Bingo? Tragic, you want to fill him in?
Sure. So since you're on Facebook, I will tell you, if you want to play Stream Bingo, you have to move over to Twitch. That is because Twitch has this thing called channel points, and you can use channel points to redeem different squares, basically. So you can have your choice between a random square, a random column, and then you get to pick the row, or you get to pick the row or you get to pick the column and we give you a random row. So most people redeem the random square, geez, which by the way, 3 people just redeemed a random square because we're getting so close. Geez.
Oh,
Chill,
Edge sent me a
slow
screenshot
down.
of the thing Pig She Flies was talking about with the stuff sticking to your gun.
Oh,
It happened to him that match when we were playing with Edge.
Fair enough.
It's funny because that's happened to me on that same map, I think, with potentially that same fence.
Yeah.
So it might actually
it
be
happened
something
during a
wrong.
stream.
It might be something wrong with
Already
like
have that.
specific.
Yeah,
objects.
because that sounds like it might be a patch thing too. Because I don't think it's not like it's been an issue. Has it been an issue for a long time, and I'm just not aware of it, or is it happening more now?
You guys are getting double.
We'll look into this. This is interesting. So I think we're ready for tier 10 count in.
Yes, I'm just finishing the last
Yes,
of the
apologies.
bingo rolls. 4, 3.
Thorland says, so now I'm on Twitch.
Udes 03 Alt 3 Tier 9 Medium.
Alright,
I
cool.
am not sure. I have not heard of this.
All right,
vehicle.
y'all ready for tier
Sounds
10?
like a
Tier
dynamite.
10 counted.
Ben says, thank you, I'm on Twitch now. Cool,
Awesome.
glad to have you.
All right, count in.
Yep, ready to go.
5, 4, 3,
Oh, I don't have to press
2,
That's right.
1, go.
RN Jesus says, will the T95E2 get a buff? Oh, did you already do that one?
Oh, no. I was sorry. So, guys, when you request a column, you can only request one number. So, I'm going to refund you the Green Goblin Sniper. If you want to request a square, you have to pick that specific one. I believe it's 3,000 channel points.
Michael, do you know if it was on Super Test maybe recently?
It might have been a demo.
Because it might have been one of the tanks that are on Super Test but haven't been announced yet.
Yeah, so Peter on Facebook mentioned, please give tanks to Canadian veterans. We're working on it. It's not forgotten. We're working on it. It's a little complicated to extend the ID.me system to Canada. They do have it, like we have it for US, and it's a goal of ours. Once things hopefully get confirmed, we'll let you guys know. And I do, yes, there is a massive conspiracy about Russian bias, just so Incender and Hobbling Farmer on YouTube. It's definitely happening. The IS-4 is the strongest tank in the game, and people just don't know it. We're on attack, too. This is rough. I'm just going to follow Exploit and trust him to lead me to good places.
Assault, okay.
Yeah.
Not really assault related, but maybe some folks might not know. We are testing right now on Common Tests some reworked spawn locations for certain maps on Encounter mode. There is a list on the Common Test patch notes that you can check out. But the long and short of it is that what they're trying to do is certain maps currently one side of the map will spawn with a little bit of a disadvantage, and they'll be farther away than the other side of the map from the main engagement points.
Oh.
So with that in mind, what they're trying to do with these changes is basically move those farther away spawns a little bit closer, so that both teams essentially show up more or less at the same time.
Weird. That didn't show up in my list. Hold on.
The FE215B is the preeminent choice of tank hipsters. I think this is one of the least played tier 10s. I'd have to check the stats, but I'm pretty sure it was even when it was still on the tech tree. I'm sure it's even rarer now.
This is going to be a bad time.
super weird.
Oh, yay, got set on fire by artillery with one shot. Oh, I'm having such a wonderful time. I didn't need an ammo rack. Who needs ammo racks? Guys, I found the red team. They're over here.
Yeah.
I don't know what our other guys on this side of the map are doing, because they certainly aren't shooting at the guys that are driving right in front of them.
Yeah, it seems like it might be a good idea to fall back and help you out.
Oh, there's no helping to be had. Yeah, it's pretty much how it always goes in my chieftain, actually.
You couldn't 1v8 the entire flank?
Yeah, it turns out that the tank isn't idiot-proof.
People say that tank's OP. You couldn't even 1v8. Someone's gonna get mad about that, and I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah, I don't know, like, what's the point of sitting back there if you're not gonna shoot at anything on that flank? Like,
I don't know.
the Yak Tiger certainly could have used their guns on the east flank if they're not.
Well, it looks like we already have plenty of people set up to intercept them. Just gonna follow.
So, chat just got a bingo.
A bingo.
Yeah.
Maybe the. No, I'm not gonna do that again. I did that last time.
What did you
I
do?
just love saying maybe the bingo ate your baby.
Watching my dead tank on the stream.
Yeah, there you go. Get the picture in picture. I'm gonna fall back a little bit and see if I can snipe some of these guys. Do you want to? I'm sure there's some questions in chat. You want to read them out?
Oh dang, I missed the FV215B game. I just bought this with Bonds last week and I love it so far. It's cool. I'm terrible at the 215B, which is why I picked the Chieftain, but I'm terrible at the Chieftain. I just can't play British tanks. Or really tanks in general. But yeah, I'm glad you like it. The DPM is really good on the 215B.
Scout
like
215B.
You know, if you can set up and just keep firing, then you're gonna farm a lot of damage.
So I'm kind of spotting between those houses there. So we only have 6 minutes.
Oh yeah, Bingo link is in chat. Sign up for Bingo. Well, I mean, you just have to literally sign up for the link. Now that we got Bingo, everyone is eligible.
Oh boy, I'm
to receive a
spotted.
prize. You gotta just sign up for the giveaway.
I think we're gonna have to make a play on the base. Because in 6 minutes we're not gonna win this little snipe fight here in the middle, right?
Boss said that sucks that the 215B was built out of ammo racks.
Jeez.
Well, it does. I guess it doesn't carry that many shells. Is that guy stuck in the corner complaining about not having scouts? That's a bummer.
Probably. Are we surprised?
Ouch. Ouch. Ooh. Ouch. Okay, so there's guys there. I gotta push forward, I think. Please don't. Oh, boy. Farming all the damage. Oh, boy. Domo's arguing in chat.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing. Just replying to his feedback.
I should
Said he
take
need
that
eyes
shot.
in the west, and I'm like, if anybody had gone to the west with me while I was going to tanks, then you would have eyes in the west.
We have no eyes anywhere. This is a bad game.
Yes,
We are
because our
screwed.
entire team committed to 3 squares on the map. So when you're getting flanked by literally everything, you're going to have a bad time.
It's fine for the entire team to commit to 3 squares as long as they're 3 squares, the same 3 squares advancing towards the enemy base. If you commit fully to the lemming on attack or an assault, it goes well. Yeah, this didn't happen. I'm just gonna suicide now, apparently, because my brain shut off. Oh, that was horrible.
Really?
Cabbage, it's not how you side scrape. Yeah, it's not. That was horrible.
Do we want to watch Edge?
Yeah, I think Dome already had him up.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Edge. That was a rough game. There's just nowhere to go. There's enemies on all sides.
Angelus Mortis.
Neat.
Yeah, so I see several people saying they like the older version of this map better. I have mixed feelings about it. I kind of like that it's not as predictable. We go this side, they go this side. fight across the river map anymore. But there's so many little alleys for shots in between the town on the sides of the river that sometimes it goes really well and sometimes it don't. And I feel like it's really hard to have a really good understanding of what positions are good just because there's so many little slits.
I feel like playing the middle on this map is like playing the east side of Ruinberg. Where, like, I'll just go into that town and then I'm getting shot by everything, but I don't see any tanks all game.
Yeah. Rug said, so your stream is the title at the bottom of Australian wildlife support. What and how? I'm a wildland firefighter in state. I think that's awesome, Rugs. We were talking a little bit about that earlier. Tragic has linked the relief link. And Wargaming Asia and Pacific is doing a charity stream on Thursday. I think we have the details for that too. And then we're also working on our own stuff from the NA server.
Yeah.
So more news on that soon.
So the ANZ, aka the Asian servers stream.
Are we all dead?
What?
Yep, we're all dead.
The stream will happen for us, so everybody in the US, it's going to happen on Wednesday, and the starting time for that stream for the West Coast, so if you're in the Pacific time zone, it's going to start at 8 p.m. If you're in the Mountain time zone, aka somewhere in like Denver, Colorado, it's going to be at 9 p.m. If you're in the middle of the states, like Texas, it's going to start at 10 p.m. And if you're on the East Coast, it will start at 11 p.m. So if you guys want to know what time zone that is UTC plus 11, and that is the time zone for Sydney, Australia. The stream for those of you who have, for whatever reason, the conversion, starts for Australia on Thursday at 3 p.m. So those are all of the times. So 8, 9, 10, and 11 p.m. from west to east coast time zones.
I love you guys too.
All right, thanks for the game exploit. I do got a puncher from the platoon, so I can get the next guy in. But yeah, sorry, that one didn't go good. I have an invite out to Lil Solar. Lil Solar Fago. That's what it says here. I'm just reading it.
Figo? Fuego?
Figo?
I thought it was Fuego.
There's no U.
Supposed to be Fuego, but you
Was
ran
it
out of
spelled
letters.
Oh, I get it. Little sunbeam.
Little sunbeam.
Is that what you're going for? Tier 10?
Fuego.
More tier 10. All right, I should pick a tank that I
Okay.
suck less at.
Tier 10 count and get ready. Sorry for heating you guys in the 260s.
Is that what happened? Edge
Jeez.
ruined our lives?
Jeez.
Man, these darn Unicum stalkers. Okay, here it is. Fake plus ego equals Figo. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, and he's bringing a Death Star.
All right, so I'm going to post the bingo giveaway link one last time. Sign up, because if you're not signed up, I cannot choose you as a winner.
Sorry, Domo. Should have played Tarkov with us.
All right, ready for count-in?
Yeah, we're ready. Tier 10 count.
I don't know how
Tier
that would,
count.
go on the
Count
Wargaming
in.
community stream. I feel like that would be a bad thing to do.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I don't know why Nightbot's so spicy.
Nightbot has always been super
Nightbot's
spicy.
a jerk.
How many tanks are in the super test that we don't know about? No specific tanks, just how many? I don't know.
Usually when a tank goes into super test is when we'll do a little blurb about it. Like we'll do a leak on social media and the forums and talk about it. Because once something hits the super test and is being actively tested, stuff's going to come out about it anyway. So I don't think there might be a couple things like in the game files, but I don't think anything being actively tested on super test isn't publicly available.
Yeah, check out the Wargaming community feedback request sub-forum. It's in the World of Tanks NA forum. It's kind of at the top. You'll see it, Wargaming community feedback requests. That's where we post all of our super test threads. So you can kind of go through those and see, what's been posted the most recently, and then compare that to what's available in game.
Massacre says, how many tanks in general has there been looked at to be added in the next 11 months? Oof. At least 20. How many will actually come out? We'll see.
Next sandbox for shell rebalance when? I don't know. I don't know if there will be a sandbox.
There should be.
There should be?
Yes. As we get closer to the New Balance patches, there should be some more sandboxes testing the complete versions of that patch. That is my understanding of what will happen. You know, plans change, but that is my understanding.
Antenna physics when?
Man, I try. People want weather effects and all this other cool stuff, but I just say no. What we need is antenna physics, and they look at me like I'm crazy. I don't know. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
Jim Bean says, question, is Steel Hunter going to be official? What do you mean by official?
Yes. Yes, it is.
We announced it during the 2020 Moscow announcements. It was...
the Moscow streams.
Yeah, it was...
Led by our boy
what's it
Maxime.
Yeah.
Shout out to our head stream tech at the home office, Maxime. That guy's awesome.
He's super great.
No! Oh no! Oh no! I've done it this time. Oh, there we go. I was able to back out. I thought I was going over the cliff. Cliff. It's been one of those
Oh
days.
God!
Oh my
I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I made it.
What is Steel Hunter? Steel Hunter was basically our Battle Royale mode.
And it will be returning this year. New and improved.
Yes. New and improved.
Later this year, though.
Yes. Is Frontline coming back? Yes. It was
Yes.
also announced during the Moscow. I'm just going to go find that link and post it to you guys.
Frontline is coming back earlier than Steel Hunter.
Yeah.
And there'll be more details about those two events and how they're going to be linked together soon.
Ah, there we go. A fresh preview into 2020.
No,
Y'all should
old Vietnam vet, run away! Don't push. You are
Whoa.
vastly outnumbered.
more often.
How is this guy up here not getting punished? Somebody shoot
No,
that TVP.
run away, dude.
What the heck? How to know what is going on, team? Oh my gosh. I just got completely clipped by that TVP because nobody had spotted.
You do not want to go up there.
I don't want to go anywhere.
You
I'm
know,
screwed now.
you're going to want to run, is what you're going to want to do.
I'm screwed no matter where I go now. I was trying to come to help out, and then I got clipped because we didn't have vision in the middle of the map.
What about Homefront? I don't know. It was our basically it was a really awesome
Yes.
PvE.
Homefront is
Oh my God,
to come back this year.
dude!
Did you set that fire?
I penned that at 50B and set him on fire.
Nice.
Jeez. Alt War. I mean, we've talked about which lines we know are coming, so honestly, we don't know anything about any other lines. So we know about the Italian heavies, the
Son of a
Japanese
gun.
TDs, I believe, and then the... what else was there?
Wow. Sorry, T-57. That was the worst scatter ever.
Go away. Stop.
There was
Stop
one
camping
other
me.
line, I believe.
Which lines?
Italian heavies, Japanese TDs, what else?
British armored cars.
There we
but,
go. British wheeling boys.
At this point, which one is next? So the next one's definitely going to be the Russian two-barreled heavies.
Yeah.
And then probably the Italian heavies after that, but we're not confirmed on that.
Yeah. So those are the only lines
Wow.
that we know about that are
That have been
actively
announced,
being
yeah.
worked on. So
Okay, sit there and camp me all game in your 430U.
All right, it looks we don't have control of the south end of the map, so we're in a pickle.
yes. It shouldn't, Raimi. I don't believe it should. The question was, does the Clan Wars postponement interfere with any other events? I don't believe it does. I believe that's why that was the specific time that was chosen. So.
Well, at least I'm safer then.
Yeah, I'll probably get that updated soon. Population. Did we already post the weekly code? Not yet.
Michael says you show how not to play distracted. True.
Is Tomo number 1 NA for the EBR 105? No.
I'm like numbered bottom of the list.
Number bottom of the list.
Dark Blue Ink says, any plans for WJN to come back to the American Heritage Museum outside Boston? I hope so. If we want to. Haven't confirmed anything, but we definitely would like to come back. There was another question I saw. Super hoping the British AC start from low tiers. They got a good number of cool low tiers. Yeah, that's one of the things about the British have all these cool, like actual World War II, your Desert Rat vehicles, your Eighth Army stuff. It would be really cool to have in the game. I'm 100% with you. I wish I would really like it if we did like a Desert Rats game mode where you played British armored cars and carriers.
Get them T-57.
Raiding, like, supply lines. I think that'd be a really fun scenario mode. Just my personal pipe dream. Yeah, I'm in trouble now. I'm in real trouble. We have nobody.
I'm trying to keep the middle honest, but
I just these last couple of matches, I've just been.
That 430U has just been like out for my blood.
Yeah, we have no spotting down south now, so I'm probably gonna get sniped from there.
I'm gonna post the bingo link one last time if you haven't signed up for it. You have until the end of this battle to do so, and then I will close the responses.
I mean, I can try to rotate over. I might be able to make it.
That's probably too late. I think this game's pretty much over, just because they have so much map control. I have been unable to get literally any shots this game.
Do you wish Wargaming would focus on adding more tanks accessible to all players than adding new premium tanks every month, only available to players with many? So a lot of the tanks that get added as premiums are also tanks that don't necessarily 100% fit into a line sometimes. And so, like, adding a whole new tech tree or adding a branch to a tech tree or a twig to the tech tree takes a little bit longer than it does to do than it is to create, like, a single one-off premium tank, which is kind of understandable.
Oh my God.
There's just nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go.
It can be difficult to do just adding tank lines, so... But yes, I wish there were a lot more tech trees. That would be pretty cool.
Card says, I've heard rumors that the USA has historic armor cars. Of course, I assume you're joking about the Greyhound and stuff. Yeah, we'd love to have them. But, I don't know. I think we'll have to see what happens as far as wheeled vehicles in the future. I think it's likely that we'll see Italian heavies after the Russia 2 barrels, but we'll see. We'll get more details to share with you guys as we get closer to release. Man, I'm gonna finish this game with a donut. I just have not been able to find a shot all day.
You know, a real donut sounds great.
Does it? You seem pretty hungry. I think it's the third piece of food that you said sounded good this stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
And it's still soup season, which is my favorite. I love soup
season.
season. Soup season's the best.
Yeah, I didn't get to eat lunch today because I didn't anticipate my trip to the post office taking like almost an hour.
Yeah, if you go to the post office at lunchtime, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
I just want to get one shot of damage in, guys. If I get one shot of damage, I would be so happy.
You guys in Austin, lots of choices there. Yeah.
We're a little spoiled coming from
Doesn't
there.
anyone feed you? I feed myself.
OG Alice Hug says, why soup season is all year? I personally don't like eating soup when it's hot out. Just I mean, I guess there's cold soups out there too that are good, but my favorite soups are hot soups, and I don't like to eat hot. I don't like to have hot
Sounds
soup.
like your post office workers
I
work
really
at my
don't
DMV
like
part-time.
cold soups. Cold soups are weird, man.
I got one, boys.
Double
In the stream
digits.
now.
Double digits.
I finally got some damage. And then I got killed by the FV215B on the roof. Yeah, sorry, Solar Flare. That was just a
Alrighty,
bad game. We
I
couldn't
am
get vision anywhere we needed it. Every time I was getting shot
closing
at by
those
people who were
responses.
unspotted. It was rough.
All right.
Rugg says WJNA should come visit the Stewart Museum in Berwick, Pennsylvania. Ooh, I'll mark that down.
All right, tier 7. So Midwest Killer has come back.
Yeah. Adam on Facebook says, random question. I see that the RU server is getting 3 days of premium time and some badge things because of the DDoS attacks. Are we going to get that as well? So NA was not actually a subject of DDoS attacks. We did have an issue around the same time that was actually a database error. If you were blocked from logging in during that time, I've seen a few scattered reports of that, but we don't have a significant amount of tickets about it. If you were blocked about it, please send in a ticket about it, because then that way we can track the larger issue. As it stands, it seems like most of the effect from the database error on our server was related to people not being able to access the premium shop or having some issues with clan chat. So for that, I don't think but if you had problems logging in, we will compensate premium time. We just need to see more tickets about it because we don't have any or many. JD NoCal says, slow cooker Jamaican jerk chicken chili. That sounds real good.
Okay, we seriously need to stop talking about
Let's talk about food
guys.
more, guys. What are you having for dinner tonight? I mean, yeah, John was in here telling us about this wonderful dinner he was cooking.
Sounds delicious.
I didn't think Texas got a soup season. I mean, it gets cold-ish.
The thing with Texas is it does get kind of cold, like, by California standards, cold. Bay Area weather, cold. But 2 days later, it's hot and humid.
All right, we
Right.
got
It's
just all
Midwest
over
Killa
the
is back.
place.
So, yes. So
All
we
right.
have our
invite
winner.
out to Midwest Killa.
We have our winner.
Oh, boy.
This is our winner.
Our
Oh, boy.
bingo winner.
Our bingo winner is Hawkeye 49.
Woo!
Congratulations,
Congrats.
Hawkeye 49. You win a sweet code with some cool stuff in it.
/ more likely, like 3 days of premium time. It's easier than codes.
/ more likely 3 days of premium time because it's easier than codes.
Alrighty, do you guys got? All right.
Tier 7 with Midwest Killer. How's it going?
Get
Midwest Killer.
ready
Hashtag no
for
coast.
Count in.
Except maybe a Great Lake coast if you're into that.
Oh man, Texas chili. Stop talking about food.
Man, Lamy eats so much chili now that we live in Texas. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
He loves chili. I like chili.
It is
Not
almost
as
time
much as Llama likes
for
chili.
the weekly watcher code. We got about 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
I want to play the Captured King Tiger. It's been a while.
Ooh.
But I remember why not. My crew for it's all messed up. I'm not going to play the Captured King Tiger. I got to figure that out later. Go back to the good old Eagle 7.
Oh my god,
All right.
stuffed mushrooms are delicious. I had stuffed mushrooms on my birthday. Ugh.
So I think we're ready
so
for
good.
a tier 7 count in.
in.
EJP says, ever had deer venison chili? I have. It's quite good.
5, 4,
I hate all of you.
3, 2, 1, go.
Rubles for Victor says, I'm going home for a ribeye. It's my birthday. Happy birthday and happy ribeye day, Rubles for Victor.
Congrats.
OGL
Oh,
Slug
God.
says, happy birthday, Tragic. Yes,
Thank
happy
you.
birthday, Tragic. It was Tragic's birthday over the weekend.
Yes. Man, I really
I'm
want
starting to think WGNA is going to go eat right after the stream.
Yeah,
Good
I am.
Guess. Good
I
guess.
absolutely
That's correct.
am.
Massacre says, beer stuffed Canadian grouse. Mike, well, stuffed? How does...
Like the can, like put
I've
the
heard
can
of like
inside of it.
beer can
What?
chicken, but like I
Wait,
wouldn't...
what?
I just don't know how the stuffing works if it's liquid.
I don't know.
Ooh, someone had a... Can you scroll up for a second? Somebody had a good tip on tournaments.
Meathead should have a ASMR bacon.
Narc Sergeant says, why not charge 100 gold to sign up for a tournament? If you show up, the gold is refunded. It would help with folks showing up. That's actually...
It's a cool idea.
That's interesting.
It's
That's
a
an
cool
interesting
idea,
concept.
but I feel like that would price that would gatekeep.
Maybe there could be a credit alternative too,
Yeah.
so you wouldn't have to.
I know that a lot
do
of like there's already like surprisingly a lot of manual work that goes into running these tournaments.
Yeah,
and
Doma
it
knows
is a
that better
cool
than
idea,
most.
but I don't know how feasible it would be to like, have something like that regularly, because it would like
I think
you would have to manually confirm that every like pull the gold or
it would-
credits out of every
yes.
single person's
No,
account.
It would
like-
have to be added
Yeah.
in code, not done manually. That would be
Do
a
you guys
nightmare
give
to
out
manually.
codes for birthdays? Unfortunately, we don't.
No,
We'll
but
say
don't you
happy
get-
birthday though.
Isn't the game client? Oh, it's not birthday.
No.
Never mind.
Wait,
You get a. I think
really?
you get a free day of premium time for your World of Tanks account creation anniversary.
Huh. I didn't actually know that.
Stussy says the whole beer can poultry thing is a fallacy. It doesn't keep the bird moist
Oh
to
no!
cooking.
Oh God!
Stussy, I'm willing to be convinced that it isn't. However, I've had beer can chicken several times and it was extremely moist, moister than most grilled chicken each time. So I'm going to need an explanation for why that is. If you can provide me
Moist.
why that's happening.
Happy 18th, Tragic. Thanks. I'm a little past that, but I appreciate the thought behind that.
Curse you, our Jesus. I know you're in chat.
She is actually, generally larger than when she's in small tragic mode. She is not actually that tiny.
Yeah. Are you
Damn,
calling
that
me
standard
fat?
B just lit me up.
Yeah, you're hurt.
Ooh.
We got their LTG out of the game though.
Let's stop talking about food, seriously.
HHF
I
the
have-
4 says homemade cream cheese, buffalo chicken wings, bacon, and onion pizza. That is a crazy pizza. Sounds
Do you
great.
want the people to look at my empty chair for the rest of the stream? Because I will leave in protest. This is
Odd Dog
inhumane.
56 says Texans don't put frioles in their chili.
Can of cold
I love all the
raviolis
regional
from the
spice we
can
get.
with a plastic fork.
All the regional spice. It's
Jeez.
competition.
That sounds like a.
Well, I think
a
we can all agree
depression
that
meal.
Texas chili is better than Skyline chili, which is what Cincinnati calls chili.
Post the code. No more food talk. 1 more minute, guys. One more minute.
I just made the one guy from Cincinnati in the chat mad.
What am I gonna have for dinner? I believe I have salmon and some other stuff. And
I
mashed potatoes.
have some HEB meal simple green chili chicken soup that is waiting for me at home, and I'm gonna
See, I was
destroy
try-
that. I'm so excited.
I was trying to. Domo's
It's a
still
free plug
mad.
for
I'm just gonna
HEB.
put my headset on.
Aw, poor Domo.
I just
But
love
no.
those HEB soups.
With the real person food. I have real person food. Jeez. Jeez. Mine is also HEB meal simple, but it's salmon and something else. So. Feel like I should get Domo. I don't know. I was like,
Good Domo
should I go?
snack.
Well, we have the what was breakfast this morning. I
Yeah.
wonder if we have any left of that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
Those
there's some in the
cheesy
fridge.
potatoes.
They actually do feed us here.
Oh my god,
Our
those
office,
cheesy
our office
potatoes are
management
good.
folks take care of us. We have bags of pretzels and
Are
Gatorades
we
and stuff.
going to
Yeah, I'm not
Artie,
malnourished. I had breakfast today. I'm just hungry.
nerf Artie or change the limit to 1 Artie? So we've talked about this in previous times. So artillery is getting reworked a little bit with the ammo changes. It's basically going to have 3 different ammo types again. And so with that, what was the other part of that question? I have to look. Or change the limit to 1 arty. So the devs have talked about this, but basically limiting arty to anything less than 3 arty per team would make it so arty is in every single game. And as you see with this current match, this match has 0 arty in it. Whereas if we made it so artillery was 1 to 2 per match, it would make it so every match has artillery.
See how I juked that T-49? Juked him.
So the devs have thought about limiting artillery, but have seen it as a unviable solution. So
I personally think I'd take a single RD in each team in every game, given my druthers.
It would
But I
also
understand.
just like vastly
boy.
increase
R.I.P.
matchmaking time for artillery, though.
Yeah, that's true. I think the thing for me is that the variety does matter. If you play this game for thousands and thousands of games, variety is really cool to have.
Yeah.
So I.
Come on.
Oh
Yes!
my god, you are destroying.
Unless you want 1:30 p.m.
The AMX 1357 GF is the only GF I need.
That guy wants
Rep.
How did we win that fight?
I don't know.
How did you give that line in the middle of that fight? That's crazy. Oh my gosh, the standard B got me. What a fight. Wow.
I think we might have got his loader, the Scorpion's loader or something, because like he was charging at me for the longest time and I thought I was done for.
JD says everyone that cries about Artie should have to play Artie on Hummelsdorf. Yeah, but sometimes you get those guys, you just go ramp or a hillside, and then you get guys who just stand on the ramp and eat Artie shells all game. Sometimes it turns out okay. Mabo says, I think they should have a limit on the number of light tanks per side in a match. I kind of agree with that too, personally. It's getting a little better, but there was a while there where there were like 4 or 5 light tanks a side per game.
If I had
That's
a personal ask, my personal ask for light tanks would be treat wheeled vehicles as a subclass of light tanks and have subclass matchmaking, so it will group equal number of it's not a subclass of light tanks, so you can get a team of EBRs matched against a team of light tanks.
I mean, don't we technically already have that because the matchmaker already classifies like the Type 5 differently from...
Yeah.
So there is some in-class specification to help avoid like one side getting all the super heavies.
Yeah. So technically we could just
oh my god, he's one shot
that and include the wheelies. But that would be...
I think a general rule of thumb that I would like is like more than 4 of any class is probably bad. Unless it's like medium and light tanks at low tiers, obviously. But at higher tiers, I think 4 is enough of each class. Then again, you get 4 of each, and then you have 3 already. I guess more than 5.
So Lincoln,
more than 5 would be bad.
Lincoln Taco, you said if I only saw 1 RDA
Midwest.
game, then 3 every other game.
Midwest Juker.
This match has 0 artillery whatsoever. So, like, it's a difference between getting more artillery in every single one of your games than having matches where you have none at all. So
Stussy sent me a link in Discord, I presume, about how beer can chicken doesn't actually help. I will review that link and take it to heart.
Alrighty.
Because I'm
Open
curious.
world, real-time, huge global map you drop into places depending on your tier and class, and we can free roam at will, engaging whoever. That is a very cool concept for like a tanks MMO. Like, that'd be sweet.
GG Midwest Killer, some great driving and juking there.
Yeah, I think we can agree
got
that would
the
be
win.
an entirely different game.
Love some wins. Love it when we get a couple W's. I do got to kick you from the platoon, but it's not personal. Next up, we have Insanely Average, I believe.
Yes.
How is one insanely average?
Who knows? Maybe he can elaborate when he joins his platoon.
What do you mean, we actually win one?
Invite out to Insanely
They've,
Average.
they've won a
Deathman.
couple today, I believe.
We win a couple.
Alright, so tier... What
Shout out to Deathman254, one of my like 2 stream regulars. Also shout out to Randall Green, who is the other one of my 2 stream regulars.
What tier are y'all doing with Insanely Average?
Streamer's choice. What are we doing? Do
it's
you
your
have a
choice.
preference?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, let's do tier 9 because I have I
Sure
need
thing.
11k more XP for my tier 10 leopard.
Invite is out to Insanely Average. If you're not getting the invite, let us know. Otherwise, we're going to have to move on to
Game Crash
Game
BRB.
Crash BRB.
Okay.
All right,
no
fair
worries.
enough. It's our game, so
We'll
I guess
we'll
wait.
just talk to people.
Did you guys skip Monty for the platoon?
What?
Another dream.
Did you skip Monty?
Another day, another dollar.
Unacceptable.
Monty, what?
What? Where? Did
Monty
you
is
guys-
going to come carry us.
Paltoon. Oh, we did.
Monty, I didn't see you in the platoon.
He's looking at us judgingly in his Bob Ross emote.
I do not see your name in the
Bob
platoon
Rossi
queue
vote.
list.
Boneheader says, thank you for the code and goodies. You're welcome. Oh, speaking of a code, there's one. There's a code.
Oh yeah.
Did you see it?
It
I
showed
just
up.
noticed
A
it.
wild code appeared.
It showed up
There we go.
silently.
Insanely average in the platoon. We're
Awesome.
doing tier 9, I believe, was the
Tier
choice.
9.
Yep, tier 9.
What should I play? What am I not terrible? I'll play the AE phase one. I haven't played that much. Oh, no, my crew's broken for that too.
Good hold down tank.
All my American heavy crews are broken. What did I do?
How much delay are we on? About 10 seconds for all the platforms.
I'll play the 7-1. That's a good tank. I like that tank. Here we go. Made it. Here we go. We're ready for the count-in.
All right. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
7 seconds, huh? Fair enough.
Well, if it is 7 seconds, it's about 10. Some people have a faster connection, which means
Yeah, no one's
they'll-
ever going to be at exactly the same space in the stream because of the way it works, especially when we're transmitting through 3 services. I'm sure that at least between the channels is even more.
4 tank platoons ever? Probably not, even on console. The console devs have actually expressed that 5-man platoons actually break the game a little
Yeah.
bit.
So-
They have too much influence over how the game turns out.
Yes. 3 is the upper limit of what you can allow good players who can coordinate to get to before they just start rolling matches. And honestly, even a good platoon at 3 can roll some matches.
Boss, to be honest,
So it's unlikely to see 4.
I'm extremely inconsistent with when I stream. It's kind of just whenever the mood strikes. Usually, like if I do stream, it's like on Fridays, Saturdays.
Scott's Canadian 2 says, do we get gold for you guys? Not currently because we're not on our sheriff accounts. We will be doing another sheriff event in March. The last one was in November. We'll be doing another big sheriff event in March.
Why do we? This is the 3rd time on stream that we've had an assault on this map.
That's true. Somebody's going to point out the...
Rick Patton 7 says, why do they make
hate
Tragic
this
so
map.
small? I make myself small in big head mode because I would be way too distracting. Because I talk too much. And then Burnt 1945 says, I know this has been asked for 10 years now, but will Wargaming ever come up with all 3 games joining together for a massive battle sim? So we've talked about this a little bit previously, but there was a hope for that. But because of the nature of all 3 games, it would be really difficult to balance that at all. I don't know if you want to add to that, Cabneck.
Yeah, so that was definitely like that was the original vision, right? That was Victor K's Big Uncle Victor, as we call him. That was the original hope, was that we'd have these 3 games and eventually we'd find a way to merge them. The reality, as the games were made and designed and built, is that it slipped further and further away from being possible because all 3 games had their own design vision and none of them were coherent together. So it is not going to.
I don't know where to go. I'm going to go to the
At least
west.
there's no plans for it to happen now.
It's like deja vu. There's a standard B in the exact same spot too.
Yeah, I'm going to get killed by him probably. I'm excited about it.
No, not all of the new CCs got sheriff accounts. No. Do you know when the TOG 2 will be for sale again? I don't know.
We'll have to find out when Snail
Yeah.
Squad comes back.
Snail Squad, yeah. Progress of Berlin and Pearl River new map. So Pearl River isn't a new map, it's just an old map that's getting reworked. If you guys didn't know, with World's Tanks 1.0, all of the maps that are currently in the game had to be reworked in the new engine, which means they had to redo every single one of the maps that you play over again. They had no starting point. They had to they couldn't copy paste basically.
Yep. Entirely new renderer.
But yeah, it might take a little bit for Pearl River, but it'll probably show up in the common test before it gets released. So
RNG.
I really don't know where I'm supposed to go here because like I can't push up to the castle. There's a 263 up there and a Patton.
Cryptic says Llama's trying to stream snipe at Phil's every time after, as soon as it hits 5 p.m. here, and he's waiting. He's been giving me a ride home. That's why he's stream sniping.
Are there any new
And,
tanks coming
trying to
other
There's an AMX-30 that you got. Yeah, there you go.
other
Jump,
than
jump.
the double-barreled tanks? So we've talked about some of the things that the devs have teased, which are tank lines of the Japanese TDs and the Italian heavies and the British wheelie boys.
But yeah, next will be the Russian dual barrels, and then my personal opinion is I think we'll see the Italian heavies after that. But we'll see how it checks out. I'm sure. What?
Oh,
So watch
Oh,
the
no.
T-28 like fall off of a cliff.
Oh. But we'll definitely have Dev Diaries episodes for that stuff as they get closer. So we'll have some more news on how that shakes out then.
Aw.
I'm just doing dumb stuff now,
what
trying to
is
spot
your
people.
favorite tier 10 heavy tank? T57 heavy.
Oh, well, it's just one of those days for RNG. T57. I think T57 might be mine too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Why do I keep bouncing off of this
I just-
M46? What the heck?
I got the T57 in December, and
Wow,
I
this is beautiful.
really like it. Also, I'm really bad at most of the tier 10 heavies I own, so I do pretty good in the T57. That's why. But I'm so bad in the E100. Some of you have seen it because I played it on stream before, but I'm just a buffoon in that thing, even more than usual.
I feel like I play better in auto loaders because it forces me to play the game a bit slower.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel. My stats on the TVP and my stats on the T54 are better than my stats in average tanks, and I think it's because I constantly have to think about the game,
Yeah.
and so I don't let my mind wander and then do dumb aggressive stuff like I normally do.
What's your favorite tank, any tier?
Probably the M46 pad.
I would have
Just a
to
great
say
all-rounder.
IS-3.
Domo's favorite tank is the Conqueror gun carriage.
Definitely is not.
Domo's favorite tank
Game
is
carrier.
whatever tank is on the beach on Overlord.
Frank,
Now you're speaking my language.
none of us work in CS, so unfortunately none of
Oh my
us
God,
would
really?
have seen your tickets.
Oh, I'm dead.
But,
Nice knowing you guys.
what is your ticket about artillery self-destructing?
Help me!
I'm coming.
Oh my god. Oh. Oof.
Well, you were being a frontline leopard.
I was at the red line.
Were there any friendly tanks between you and the enemy?
No, they all
The front
died.
line. The front line moves. And this year, the front line will move to a new cadence and not run all year.
Yeah.
More details to be announced.
IS-3, really? Yeah, I have like 1,000 battles in the IS-3.
I'm surprised that someone would be surprised. I feel like the IS-3 is like a classic answer.
It kind of is.
It's tank.
Really.
When you think of tank, IS-3.
Yeah, so Frank, that's actually outlined in physics abuse. So it's actually a part of physics abuse. So if you have that, definitely report it as physics abuse. So basically, let me find the link to that.
How do we have no one spotted? How are there are 10 tanks on the enemy team, and we have finally.
Because you've got literally just the 263 left spotting for you, and he is like in deep cover.
What exactly is the penalty for arty that drowns themselves / physics abuse? What happens when we send in replays of these guys? So all of these, so physics abuse is handled in the general way that every single report is handled. Depending upon how many strikes this person has, will determine how long their ban is.
I forgot I was in.
So
Sandwich
your
and hash.
first ticket, your first
How do we
strike is
spotting on that
always
guy?
a warning, and then after that you get increasing days of ban, which is 1, 3, 14, and then a 30-day ban, and then perma-banned. I think people that drown themselves should get banned. It's reported as physics abuse. So I'm posting the link again, guys. read through that, familiarize yourself with it, submit a ticket with a replay, and it's one of the easiest rule violations to sanction. So
I have an anecdote. When I was in customer support, rule violations queue is the worst because of our privacy policy, people generally give us really bad scores on our rule violation tickets because the policy is to investigate it and then give you a copy-paste answer that's like, hey, we're going to handle this according to our policies, but we can't tell you what actions are taken because of our privacy policy. So the inherent assumption is that we do nothing. So generally, if you're answering rule violation tickets or penalty appeal tickets, you're getting bad scores on like your customer satisfaction rating, etc. I always looked forward to seeing physics abuse tickets when I was doing rule violations because I was like, oh, hey, this is something that I know for a fact I am going to be able to sanction for if I see it in a replay. There's no like, well, these conditions have to be met and, they have to do whatever. Like, no, it's really easy to prove with a replay and it's easy for us to sanction for. So submit the tickets. You see the person again pushing people around, do it again.
Yeah, so
report them enough times, they will be gone forever.
Yeah, I'm gonna respond to a couple in a short term. Why doesn't in-game reporting do that? It does. It's just that in-game reporting works on a threshold system, which means the more people who report this person using the in-game report, the more likely a report will be sent and a person will look at it. However, that means there's a threshold that has to be hit before someone actually gets to look at it, and then even then, like, you're only taking it on a guess, basically. Like, is this actually going to have a report sent in, and then is it going to be acted upon? But the thing about physics abuse is it needs a replay. And then someone else said, but sometimes people might drown on accident. That is true. That is why we ask for a replay. It's because it's easy to tell if someone did it on purpose or not. Yeah,
context is definitely taken into consideration. Somebody said it's a pain to record the matches, upload them, and we report them. You don't have to record the matches. You might not know, or you might just be saying replays, but if you want to tragic pull up my screen real quick, sure. I can show you guys something that may be helpful.
This one?
So, yeah, if you go into settings and you go to general, enable battle recording, make sure this is set to all. If you set it to last, it basically tries to save more space on your hard drive. So every single time you click the battle button and then finish the battle, it will overwrite the last replay that was recorded.
A fix for that, if you are good at remembering and you don't want to have all on, you can actually set it to last, and if you change the name of the replay, it'll still save it, and so you can rename the file to physics abuse and then list the person's username, and it'll still save it, and then you don't have to set it to all. You can set it to last. So
yeah. So I do execrable and Mabo, or not, sorry, Mabo, thank you for your comment. Execrable, and I think somebody else said Raimi. Yes, I agree with you. It would be better if it did it automatically, but we're doing the best with what we have for now.
Yeah.
So we only got time for one more game.
I believe so.
Squash balls.
It looks like it's going to be squash balls.
So
apologies to everyone who didn't make it today.
Yeah.
But clearly we got to go get Domo and Tragic some food.
Oh, I forgot to turn off the anonymizer.
So if a player's dropping F-bombs and insults. So the thing about any chat violations, for one, chat violations don't need a replay because we have chat logs. So if someone is doing that, you can just submit their name and say this is what they're doing in chat, and then report them for it.
Can I put an asterisk on that?
Sure.
F-bombs in of themselves, unless they are the non-4-letter version of the F-bomb, I'm not going to elaborate further. Swearing, just swearing, is not a rule violation. That is what the profanity filter is there for. There is a rule violation called excessive profanity, but that kind of goes hand in hand with like flooding. Where when the profanity is getting to the point where it's flooding chat, then you can go ahead and say, okay, yeah, that's excessive profanity. I'm going to submit it. But somebody getting mad in chat and then swearing, like that in itself is not a bannable offense because there are tools in the game to prevent you from seeing that if you don't want to see it.
Yeah.
So we're waiting on Domo to get into a tier 7.
Oh, sorry.
We're going to do a tier 7 count-in.
Sorry.
Then there are a couple questions in chat. Rogers Ranger says support is now telling us they want screenshots now.
Sorry, I'm
I
laughing.
do believe that is accurate.
I'm laughing at this.
I hope that's a joke.
Girls should not be allowed to play games.
Mike said, nice watching and playing with you
What?
guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Mike. We appreciate
I'm
it.
sorry.
So I think we're ready to get this tier 7
hilarious.
count-in in.
All right, tier 7 count in. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, well, I guess this person...
Rage
It's
Busket
really-
said, I had to put in a chat ticket a couple weeks ago when I was told to commit suicide by a player. I usually don't bother, but that kind of thing is over the line. Yeah, 100% agree. And we will 100% hit for that all the time.
All right, bye, dude.
Can you scroll up? There's another question about mods, I think, that I
Yeah,
missed.
someone said all mods.
All mods, but especially the distant view mod, are cheating. Any policy change soon from Wargaming growing mods? Especially the distant view mod. Are you referring to the extreme zoom? Because
Zoom
that's
out.
now available in the game options.
yeah.
I think you can't zoom out as far as you could with like the zoom out mod.
Okay, is that what you're referring to? As
yeah.
far as I'm aware of, there's no updated mod policies coming out.
Yeah.
Just too
F-bombs and
great
insults are
crazy.
permitted since there's language filter. I mean, the thing is, if it crosses over into harassment, you're still going to
Yeah.
get banned for it.
There's-
If someone makes you angry in a game and you send them a PM in garage and you go, I hate you, you know, it doesn't even matter what you say. If you go after someone in the garage and your only purpose is to harass them, you will get struck for that.
Yeah. But what I was referring to is like, okay, if you just get mad and then you start, you swear and you rage quit the game, like that's probably not enough to get banned. But yeah, if you're harassing someone, going after them, even like theoretically, personally targeting someone in your game and telling them that they did this and that and they're horrible, they should uninstall, kill themselves, etc., that is definitely crosses into the territory of being a chat violation.
Yeah. What if I PM Domo and say he smells? That's just rude.
I smell fine.
I would say Domo smells fine. I've never noticed a bad smell coming from Domo.
I wore deodorant today.
Domo brought in some of his grandma's pickles once, and they smelled, but they were good.
I love pickles.
I love homemade pickles.
Pickles are
So
delicious.
someone told me to have a PB&J sandwich with pickles on it, and I'm like disturbed, but also slightly intrigued.
I tried it.
Huh.
How did you feel about it?
It's not my thing, but it's not as gross as people say. I mean, the idea is the peanut butter and the pickle actually kind of go well together because
Right.
you got a sweet and salty thing going on. It's not my thing personally. That was the Elvis thing, right? Peanut butter, pickles, and bacon, I think. Or somebody will tell me.
Oh, I'm not
So
sure.
Fainric, physics
uncultured
abuse is
heathen.
still against the rules, but if you submit a ticket with a replay, it's easier
I
to
was just
sanction
thinking I'm
someone
going to get
for
spotted.
it.
I'm an idiot.
Uh-oh. Run away.
I hate playing
Do
case
violations
matching
affect the
servers.
quality of the teams you're put on? I don't think
No,
so.
nothing affects matchmaking except what tank you enter queue with.
No.
That is a universal law of matchmaking in this game.
Oh my goodness, and I'm dead. Sweet.
Which is
Set on fire
Not
by
always
a
correct.
single artillery
Almost-
shot.
Almost all the time. Nothing matters. Elvis was PB and bananas. Okay.
Yeah.
Who needs a health bar anyway? Or an ammo rack?
Well, PB and bananas is a
Not me.
classic sandwich.
But hey, the last game in the AMX that I got obliterated for almost my entire health bar, we did really well. So, and he's still gunning for me. Are you kidding me right now, dude?
I don't think there's anybody in the world that doesn't know who Elvis is.
I'm sure there's
Everybody.
people who don't know who Elvis is.
Yeah, but
There's people who live
I
in the
think-
Amazon rainforest who have never been contacted by outside
Okay,
society.
okay. I'm gonna mute you. No, there are almost definitely children
Finally
who know
something I can
exactly who Elvis is.
Kids these days
Also-
don't know who anyone is.
Also, anytime someone is just like, oh, kids these days don't know blank, I'm just like, yeah, well, who are their parents? If you want to teach them
Parents
something,
can't
do
tear them
it.
away from their gosh darn rectangles.
Yeah.
We're playing the Fortnites.
Oh gosh.
The fork knife, it's crazy.
I don't know. Maybe you should actually take some interest in your child's interests.
They're not doing anything interesting. Playing around on their rectangles. I'm Joe Biden.
Dunking on adults.
That was too political.
Jeez.
He did just say something about the video game industry that was very silly, though. That'll teach me to play case-mated tank destroyers.
Yeah. That's why I don't play turretless TDs.
White Wolf, I see that. Execrable says every generation thinks the younger generations are silly. True, 100% true. If you go back to like ancient Roman and Greek times, you can read things like these kids are gonna run Athens into the ground.
Okay.
It's 2600 BC. No, that's too far back. Bad historian. Incinder, can I take Nightbot's job, please? I could do it better and not be a power drunk tyrant. You have to interview with Tragic.
We'll see.
Fainric says Chinese festivity New Year coming soon. Yes, we will have a New Year event, Chinese New Year event coming soon. More details soon as well.
Hello,
Man, I
Mr.
should really
Roomba.
prep for Chinese New Year.
Toe Missile says Billie Eilish didn't know who Van Halen was. That blew me away. I mean, I think the one thing that's important to remember is when somebody doesn't know who someone is, like the ignorance is not their fault.
Yeah.
It's if they, once you know about something and then you choose to ignore it, that's or continue to offend it. That's different. It's different. It doesn't matter if she knew who Van Halen was, but. She should probably give him a listen, who doesn't love Panama?
This person's really persistent.
Little butthurt. You got a little butthurt. Little butthurt person on YouTube making fun of Tragic, trying to anyway.
Little butthurt about ladies. Jeez.
I take it. This gentleman.
Wendigo says that where is Athens now? So I've actually made that same argument with Small Scott.
Some people are really sad.
Ortnoth says, wonder if I could get Twitch mod. Is Ort not a Twitch mod? I'd make Ort a Twitch mod. That guy's cool.
But I take it the gentleman who's upset about females playing video games has been outplayed by.
It's unclear what he's mad about, except life.
I play Sea of Thieves sometimes with a 8-year-old girl and her parents, and we will always make sure let the other crew know that they just got outplayed by a child.
I like how you said and her parents. That was a good addition.
Yeah. I want to clarify. The family. I know the family personally. We play together, and we always make sure to let them know when they got outplayed by the 8-year-old daughter.
All right, folks. Just a few minutes left here. If you got any questions you didn't get answered in the stream, now's a good time to repost them. We'll hang out for a few more minutes, and then we're gonna go get Domo and Tragic fed.
Oh my God!
Because I can hear Domo's stomach growling from here.
I'm just gonna go steal all of those cheesy potatoes that we had from this morning. If there are any
there's
left.
cheesy potatoes left.
Yeah, I got a Balat medal. The first one I ever got in 8 years of playing this game.
No.
Destroy 2 enemy vehicles while having
That's so
5
neat.
different modules damaged or crew members injured and losing 80% of your hit points. That definitely happened.
Well done. One thing I've learned with wisdom and age is that people who say horrible stuff on the internet usually are just really sad people. And it's funny now how my brain immediately leaps to feeling pity for them when they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what's so terrible in that guy's life that he's spending his time doing this. Because it's probably bad.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a third account he's come back on?
It's the second today.
Yeah, so it's like, can you imagine, like,
I
you want to
just
say
think it's
horrible
hilarious.
stuff about a person,
Like-
so you come to their stream and then you get banned, you make a second account, you come back, like, your
Yeah.
life's probably not doing great. You're spending your time
Like
doing
you
that.
have nothing better to do
I
than
feel bad for
harass
you.
someone with a career.
HHF says, I want my wife to play, but she
geez.
gets sick because of the movement of the game. Interesting.
Oh, thanks, Game. Do you know any of the famous watch YouTubers or streamers? Yeah, we've hung out with Quickie Baby at TwitchCon a couple of times. We brought him out for TwitchCon.
Dome and I
haven't
had
met Des Gaming,
hot
but
pot with him and his wife.
Lazy Paw says, I'm always sad, but I stay nice in the Europe. See, that's the sign of maturity, is when you use your depression to fuel your kindness to others because you understand and empathize with other people who have their own problems.
Yeah.
That's what we're all trying to do.
are we gonna link to the fire support here? Because, yeah, I think
I can
we'll
link
make
to
a
it
forum
again.
announcement for sure.
And I can relink to the Wargaming Asia Bushfire
Yeah, we can
relief
post it up in our
support
Discord
for
as well.
Blaze Aid.
Scott says, I asked this a couple times a day. What can be done about the one-sided matchmaker? It's really frustrating. Can anything be done? So
Yes
yeah,
and no?
I would say that I have also noticed an increase in the amount of tilted games as far as one side just has way more talent than the other. Can something be done? I hope so. I don't have an answer specific to what exactly that is. I do think that's an issue that the devs are interested in tackling after New Balance. We have a couple things that are up on the roster, and I believe that's one of them. But we'll see. Hopefully they have some solutions that they're ready to try working on.
Crazy Canadian, you're not wrong, but I'm not going to read your comment out loud.
Redeem says, I arrived late, but was rewarded with another quality stream. Thank you. Hey, really glad you appreciate it. We do this for you guys and no one else. So if you don't appreciate it, let us know.
I think that is just about all we
Blaze
have.
8 sounds like a witch.
You know, I wasn't going to read that out loud, but I guess
He
you
trailed
can.
off.
Anyways, we're gonna turn this stream off. Thank you guys for coming. Any last words, Domo?
Who are we rating today?
We are rating Overlord Prime.
Overlord Prime.
Yeah, Overlord Prime.
Yeah. But anyway, Blaze 8 is not that. Blaze 8 is a charity that is giving to the efforts to fight the Australian wildfires and recover from them. So please go check them out. Please go check out our Asia team's Thursday charity stream.
Technically Wednesday for us.
Technically Wednesday for us because it starts early. We will hopefully have something in similar veins coming soon, so keep an eye out to our social media and probably Thursday here at our normal time, 4 to 6 p.m. Central. We'll see you then. In the meantime, have a wonderful evening. Go enjoy some dinner. If you already enjoyed dinner, enjoy some World of Tanks. Spend some time with your family, and have a wonderful day.